What's up, Much Music? Sade here, and I'm here with duo Chromeo. We got Dave One and P-Thugg in the building. I was curious. I know you guys call yourself Funklordz.
Yeah.
If you were gonna have some like a Funklord crowning, like a dub, like getting dubbed Funklord of wherever, what would that ceremony look like?
It's conducted by Bootsy, George Clinton, and DJ Quick in the city of Minneapolis.
Wow, you've thought of this, or I guess this has happened.
Well, parts of it happened, like
In my mind, it's happened.
and we've had some OGs like give us our flowers and stuff, which I think is like the best thing when you make music is to have like the people you admire acknowledge you and acknowledge that you're carrying the torch.
So all those people have.
Not all of them, but a couple of them.
Bootsy did. Bootsy did. Yeah.
When?
met
Oh,
him at a festival
yeah.
backstage.
True. He knew who he was. Yeah, or like even recently, like we met the guys from Jamiroquai, and like they were so instrumental when we were kids, and we were playing in Australia, and they were all on stage watching our show. So those are like the best moments, That's kind of feels like a crowning, like you're talking about.
That's true. Because I guess like you grow up, you watch these people, and like you're always on the other side. So it's like to see them kind of show you love is an insane experience.
Anything you do, I'm sure for you too, like anybody who comes up with a craft and like has mentors or like idols or heroes, like when they come back and if they acknowledge you, it's like that's the best.
Yeah.
That's better than a Grammy.
You know, it's a cool thing that happened to me.
Tell me.
So I'm a digital illustrator. I draw a little bit. So I drew a little illustration of Kid Cudi, and he reposted it.
See?
And it was great. I was like, wow, he acknowledged me. And I think immediately after he's like, fuck Instagram. I'm gonna make my team run Instagram. So a little bit after that, he wasn't even running his Instagram anymore.
Yeah.
So I was like, yes, he acknowledged me.
Yeah, and that's the best. That's the best feeling. Like you'll carry that high with you forever. And then like I would say like too, like every time you have a creative lull, you have to remember that.
How would you describe funk's role in music today?
Well, when we started making the kind of music we were making like 20 years ago, it wasn't trendy at all. And we it's kind of what drew us to it because we were, I don't want to say we were trolling, but we wanted to do.
We weren't trolling. We were finding the gaps.
Yeah,
we were finding the gaps in what people were missing out on.
Yeah.
Which was one of our favorite things.
Yeah, and we went for it knowing that nobody else was going for it, really. But truth be told, like nowadays, this kind of like 80s inspired electro funk or whatever, it's really a kind of a more widespread sound in pop music.
Yeah.
From Dua Lipa, The Weeknd, Bruno Mars, all that. Like they're all doing stuff like that in parts of their songs, and for us, it kind of confirms what we thought all along. Like we always were like, yo, this is fire, So it's cool to see it nowadays. It definitely has more of a presence, but even when it's not present, we'll still be doing it, because trends come and go, but this is us.
It's a lifelong passion for us.
Mm-hmm. And there'll always be an audience, and I guess you guys have your diehards who are always been following you through the years.
Yeah, or they come at different times. Like if a song crosses over, then you get more, and that.
I was wondering, with your album, you have adult contemporary. You've described it as an album for your 30s, 40s, kind of navigating those themes of adulthood. Did you go into it wanting to have that message, or as you were making the music, you're like, wait, this is what it is?
No, it's as the album was, Dave came up with the lyrics and the lyrical content, but I think I saw it happen as we were making demos, figuring out, the concept of the album. And I think it's not necessarily an age thing. I think it's just a maturity thing.
Right.
You could be 20 years old and have like a very serious focus in life and career minded, or you want a family, or so it's all about that. It's not just necessarily like we're in our 40s and you know what I mean? Like these are things. That's how we built our career.
You know how they're saying like mother on TikTok now?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the vibe. It's just like I feel like now there's a trend about like kind of looking up to role models. You know what I'm saying? Like mother is really a funny term because it's kids being like, yo, you're an icon, you're a role model, and like this is for people who are in that role. You know what I mean? To like be comfortable with where they're at in life, and also like inspire others, you know?
I think that everyone has this weird, or some people have this weird idea of age, and that, okay, once you're getting older, you're like too old for certain things or whatever like that. But you're iconic. Like even Madonna, just came here.
That's what I'm saying.
Timeless, iconic. Yeah.
Like, yo, Killer Mike won 3 Grammys. He's 48 years old. And like, we just watched the Grammys, like Tracy Chapman, like she stole the show. Everybody talked about her. They talked about her more than any other young, because I think it's like cool to give flowers to the.
Yeah. And Celine Dion with her godly appearance.
Yes, we were blessed. We're
Pease
graced with her
had
experience.
a lifelong
crush
crush on Celine
Really?
Dion. That's his celebrity crush since we were kids.
Yes.
Have you ever been in the
Yes.
vicinity of it?
Yes.
How did that go?
She said hi to him, not to me. I'm still hurt. I'm still hurt.
No, but we got an ill Celine Dion story. I don't know. You guys can cut
No,
it out.
I want to hear the story.
So check this
Let's
out.
go.
Check this out. Check
Okay.
this out. When we were teenagers, we were recording in the studio in Montreal, and she was recording in the other room. But when she did vocals, her husband was her manager. Is that right?
Yeah.
Right. So her husband manager, like, you know, normally when you record vocals, like it's a private thing. Right. They close the door. There's only 3 people in the room. He did the opposite. He opened the doors. He ordered pizza. And there was like 20 people in the studio eating pizza and watching her record. I don't understand how she went for that.
Right.
And it was almost like a show. Like,
yeah.
I was like, bro, you're recording, like, get everybody out. And he was like, no, watch her record. And I remember there was pizza, because we walked in and we were like, oh, pizza. You know what I'm saying? We were 16.
Yeah.
But it was so crazy how, like, she was like entertaining, like, in every moment of her private life. You know what I mean? So that's Celine's story. It ain't that crazy.
I mean, that's pizza and Celine Dion, same room. I feel like
16
that's
years
insane.
old.
At 16 is crazy. Wow. So did it feel like watching a Celine Dion performance in a way, or was it just like it was very intimate?
I think she's always performing.
It was surreal. I mean, you know, her like, she's actually underrated in a way, because like her talent is just like on another thing.
Is there any electronic duo right now you guys think you'd want to do a sound clash with?
Ooh. Us versus Justice, bro. Let's
Oh,
go.
yeah?
Let's go. Let's bring,
Let's
because
go. You're
that's our
calling you
homies.
out,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, that's our homies from way back, and we kind of came out at the same time. But so let's, and they got new music out, so let's do it. I mean, we love their music. It's got to be with someone you admire.
Right, of course.
You know what I'm saying? And it's got to be with someone you're a fan of. So when they win, if they win, you're just like, bro, you deserved it. The reality is, like, we love even people who make different kind of music than us. We always find something about them that's kind of cool.
Yeah. The way we explore funk music is we're into all the subgenres of funk, whether it's electronic, drum machine funk, live funk. So we explore everything, and there's always one element that can link you to a band that's doing something a little different, but you can find the common threads.
I don't think everyone knew this, because I didn't know this, but P, you use some sort of tube.
Talk box.
Yeah, what is that? Because I'm sure maybe people in the electric space know what it is, but I didn't. So if you gotta go over what that
What's
is.
the California Love thing?
Yeah, no, I've heard it.
Yeah.
I've heard it, but I've never seen anyone use it.
Yeah. So that all comes from Roger Troutman, who's the guy who did it on California Love. He's the mother of Talkbox. And you know, when we started making music together and collecting records together as in high school, we discovered Zapp's, Roger Troutman's music. And I was like, that's my voice. That is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. Basically, it's the sound of a synthesizer being thrown into, pushed through a speaker into the tube, and then the tube is in my mouth and I shape the sound.
That's so cool. It's so interesting.
You could be a mute person and play the talk box.
Wow.
Because you
that's
don't need
cool.
a voice, you just need to shape it.
I had one more thing, if you guys are down to do it. Could you go somewhere in the room, find something to be your personal effect, and just tell me a story about it?
Of course.
Yeah, let's see.
But wait, would that be our personal effect or the personal effect of someone else that we
You
find?
can just make up it could be yours.
Do we
Make
take
it
the
up?
mics or do we leave?
Take the mics. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Close your bangs. We got a lot of weird stuff.
No, that's cool. There's a lot of material.
Shell.
Oh, that.
He's going to a dirty closet. Oh no!
Wow.
This is a secret.
The one.
This is my personal effect.
About- Oh, I got it.
Not my charger.
Pink extension. Okay, I got it. All right, ready?
Back in the back on set here. So, we got your personal effects,
Yeah.
or you got them. Tell me what
Start. P, you
these
start. That's
items
very on
mean
brand
to
for you.
you.
Yeah.
What do these items mean to you? What is the story behind them?
So the story behind this, this is my first talk box that I built myself.
Wow.
I can't show it to anybody because there's proprietary technology.
Okay.
But inside of this is my life's project. I built my first talk box and I still use it today. It's very personal and I have to protect it with this very
Pelican.
expensive.
Is that a Pelican case?
It's a very expensive Pelican case, fully foamed. Bring it everywhere with me.
Musicians
Everywhere.
love Pelican cases.
That's a thing.
Oh my God, is it
Wow.
ever?
What do they keep in there? Just
Everything.
Everything, all the things.
From phones to talk boxes to keyboards.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Like the Pelican case is the musician's
Yeah.
best friend in many ways.
How long have you had this?
About 23 years.
Wow. It's been a time. It's seen some days.
Yeah.
All right. Dave, you
Now,
want to
me, I'm really going with the song title. So I was cleaning up around the house, and like I was thinking of my ex, and then I saw this, and I was like, this is really off-brand for me. This isn't me. Who left this? Oh
Right.
boy, this is her. This is her extension cord. Clearly, she got that.
That's her color too.
That's her color.
color.
That ain't me. I'm not buying pink extension cords.
Right.
So then I was like, she left it. She left it. And I know she left it for me to think about her.
Ooh, she
Yeah,
would do that.
She would do that.
and to come back and pick it up.
Yeah.
you're
Then I'm
not gonna
just.
allow that.
So then it's like either I'm gonna.
Forced reinsertion into your life.
Yeah. So now either I'm gonna write her like a very future style text. This is what I would say. I would say that. Hey baby, I found your extension cord and it makes me think how we cut the cord between us. And I wanted to extend gratitude and tell you that our relationship has always been electric. So like, I hope your mother's doing good and you don't have to write me back. That's exactly the future text.
Are you a writer or something?
That's why he
I am,
writes.
yes.
That's why he writes the lyrics.
Yeah.
That was deep, guys. I really like that you brought these items in to
Of
tell
course.
me about
Show
them.
and tell.
This was a very personal experience. I feel like
I wanna
you
go
revealed a
deeper.
lot about yourselves through these items.
I want to look to the dirty closet.
Oh
more.
my God!
Yo, it's kind
No!
of dirty in there.
That's why we put it back there. It's mostly just a lot of random stuff,
Yeah.
especially sports stuff that we just put
It disappears
hide.
behind the green screen.
Yeah, like nothing's back there, guys. It's an illusion.